Okay, guys. Welcome back to the Goddess Exchange YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is my second time recording this video. If this is your first time joining me, my name is Akasha, and I am a light worker, clairaudient, intuitive guide, and I'm going to be shuffling the tarot here. That's what it is that I do here on YouTube. I shuffle the tarot, and I shuffle my various oracle decks, and that's what I'm going to be doing here today. And if this is not your first time, and you've been vibing with me on TikTok, because that's where I kind of started shuffling for the collective. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for tuning in. Let's just jump right into it. I'm gonna go ahead and set the intention. I've already got my candles lit, but I do want to set an intention for this reading. And guys, I'm going to figure my setup out very soon, but I'm just being called to shuffle, so that's what I'm doing. I hope you guys can see okay. I hope you can hear okay. Okay, so just take a second and take a deep breath. Most High God, ancestors, spirit guides, and ascended masters, we invite you into this space. Please channel through me any messages that you would have for the collective. Spirit, I ask that you give me confidence and clarity to deliver the message. Whoever's watching, help them to receive the message that's meant for them. Give them the discernment to know what is and isn't meant for them. I ask that you would allow the viewer to receive the messages here today with confidence and with clarity. I call in clarity. I call in intention. I call in divine protection and divine energy. And so it is. All right, y'all. I got my little other candle lit here because I'm a candle girl. And I gotta light my candles. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. Divine Masculine. There is a lot going on with the Divine Masculine. The Divine Masculine, and I mentioned this on TikTok, I think, YouTube, somewhere. The Divine Masculine is getting chin checked at every turn, because Spirit wants the Divine Masculine to feel worthy. Because you do have to be worthy. You don't have to be perfect, but you have to be worthy. And that's what Spirit is doing right now. The Divine Masculine, Spirit guides, they are preparing the Divine Masculine for what it is to come. I see a lot of Divine Masculine entering into new jobs. I know, like right now, there is a group of you that are unhappy with your current work situation. I feel like a lot of you are unhappy in your just current station. You're hoping that the current station will change. You can take that to mean whatever that is supposed to mean to you, but that's what I'm hearing. Like your current station, you're wanting it to change. I see a lot of you moving, like taking a job that maybe feels out of reach for you, and maybe that you aren't even truly qualified for on paper, but you feel like, oh my God, that would be perfect if I could get that job making more money, doing less emotional, physical labor. And I keep getting this specific message. If you are listening, I manifest that this video will find you when it is meant to. Go forward. Apply for the job anyway, or apply for whatever it is anyway. But I feel like, I do feel like that is a job. I feel that very strongly. Spirit, speak to me. What's going on in the Divine Collective? Speak to me. Give me any messages that you have for the viewer to hear. Okay, the Magician wants to come out. Can y'all see that? Okay, so the Magician wants to come out. That's the first card. And the Nine of Wands keeps coming out. I saw the Two of Cups, and we got the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. And it's 555 right now as I'm looking at the camera. So clearly change. I feel that, like I said, that there is major change, a major shift. Yeah, and these are the same kind of cards that I was pulling earlier when I was pulling for myself. I feel like right now, I feel like this is the Divine Masculine's energy that I'm channeling. And I've been channeling Divine Masculine energy for a couple days now. The Divine Masculine is, I don't want to say wrestling, but having to work through some really heavy stuff right now. The Divine Masculine is having to, and the Seven of Swords wants to be seen, which is about the 7th house and partnerships. The Divine Masculine right now is having to work through a lot of things, a lot of repressed emotions, a lot of tests. Gemini energy, air energy, specifically air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That's the energy that's coming through. But just the Divine Masculine collective as a whole, a lot of you are being tested. If you're watching this and you feel like things have been, you know that things have been a little difficult these past couple, I want to say the past couple months, but since Libra season started, so early October, it felt like, I remember hearing like, when did Libra season get so heavy? I remember thinking that when it first started, because I know a lot of you are getting a lot of tests, a lot of lessons. In the Divine Masculine is having to deal with repressed emotions, specifically the emotions associated with shame, guilt. The Divine Masculine is being called to trust what he feels right now, to be able to trust, Like Spirit is testing the Divine Masculine's faith. That just simple and plain. And I'm being called to look at surrender, the surrender card that's here on the top of this other deck that I'm looking at. The Divine Masculine, you probably have a lot of planets transiting your 12th house if you're someone who's into astrology, but just at the end of the day, or the Divine Masculine is being tested. You're being tested. This is a test of your faith. And whatever it is that you're being called or asked to sacrifice, like if you're being asked to give, if you're someone, whatever your problems are, or whatever, and this is why I'm going to try to make this make sense. This is why it's so important for shadow work. Because how will you know what you're supposed to be dealing with? How will you know what you're supposed to be letting go of if you never confront the issues, if you don't make space for your feelings? The Queen of Cups, I'm being called to the Queen of Cups, And this is like the Ten of Swords energy. Everything is fine in the reverse. And the Queen of Cups. How will you know what you're supposed to be surrendering to or letting go of if you never confront it? Like, I feel like the divine masculine has been trying to keep everything, not only the divine feminine, but everything else at a safe distance. Like, you're trying to just fly under the radar at work. You've been trying to, but where has that gotten you? Happy? No. You've been trying to fly under the radar at work. You've been trying to fly under the radar in these relationships. And all the you've been so many places. You've done so many things, right? You mean to tell me there's no one worthy of you, or you haven't found a love yet or a love that's worthy of you, of your truest self, of who you are? Like, you've been trying to keep everything and everyone at a safe distance, and it's backfired. It's backfired on you, because not only do you still feel like you can't trust anyone, you feel like you can't trust anyone, you really just want to nerd out. I feel like a lot of you just want to nerd out. You just really want to um, show someone who you are. Like, you really just want to show the divine feminine who you are. Like, you really just want to show whatever it is. Like, if it's career, if you're applying this to career, you just want to show the people at work like who you really are. Like, maybe you passed on company picnics and trips and whatever it is that they do as a team because you're too afraid to really show up as you are. And really, it's not that you don't. And I think a lot of people misunderstand you. They mistake you, is what I heard. Like, they take you for something else, but really you're just afraid. You're just afraid of being who you really are because you're afraid of rejection. And Spirit is calling you to deal with your abandonment issues. It's not that you can't trust anyone. It's you won't allow people close enough to you to trust. You won't allow people close enough to you where they feel like, and here's the thing. I keep hearing the divine masculine say, all I really want is reciprocity. All I really am craving is, sorry y'all, did y'all see my neighbors? That's why I stopped for so long. But I feel like the divine masculine is feeling like I said, the divine masculine just wants to nerd out, watch TV, watch football on Saturdays. Like, they just want to live simply and holy. Like, I keep being drawn to feeling like the divine masculine just wants to be whole. Like, they feel like they have to hide parts of themselves from people. Like, especially in relationships. Like, they feel like the divine masculine is feeling like I can't bring my whole self. Like, so in all of your relationships, the woman shows up and she's willing and giving and receptive, and you want to be filled up, but you won't. It's because you won't allow yourself to be filled up, because you don't give your whole self. So you give a little part of you, and you want, they fill up that little part, but then you always feel like something's missing. Like, something's missing from this one. Kind of like that movie. So I was just watching He's Just Not That Into You. And so one particular couple, he's in love with this girl named Anna, right? So he's in love with Anna, and Anna is in love with this married guy. He buys Anna, sorry, y'all, I'm listening. I thought I heard a knock at the door. So he buys this townhouse and tells Anna that he wants her to eventually move in with him. Like, he's ready to go full court, full court press with Anna, but she's into this merit guy. And she's like, all of the things that you're offering me, I want all of these things, but I just don't want them with you. And I feel like that's where the divine masculine has been for the past couple months. I know, like, you meet these people, and like I said, you have like this little cup that you bring, and then they fill that little part up, or maybe what they have, you don't feel that anyone has the capacity to really love you or to really be trusted in the way that you need to trust. But it's you who's been mistrusting, and not other people who aren't to be trusted. It's you, divine masculine, who's been doing the mistrusting. Spirit is calling you, like, everything that you're going through right now. And I think I started to mention this, but I got sidetracked. But what I was saying was, that's why it's important to therapy. Things like therapy and shadow work are so important, because how will you know what it is you're supposed to be dealing with if you won't acknowledge it, if you won't confront it? But I do believe that you know, because you're just intuitive. And I'm channeling like air energy, a lot of air energy. Yeah. Eight of Swords. Like, you, so many things right now have power over you, or you feel like they have power over you. Eight is significant because Pluto, I think Pluto just went direct, and Pluto is the planet of transformation, rebirth, death, being rebirthed by light. And in order to be rebirthed by light, you have to go into the darkness, right? You have to go into the darkness. Like, you just can't avoid. The only way out of this divine masculine is through. And that's what I'm getting from the Eight of Swords. The only way out is through. You have to confront the things, like the monsters under the bed, so to speak. And I always say this, and I'm going to always say this, because this platform, this YouTube channel, is about healing and ascension. It's about love, ascension, and intention. So I'm going to always be preaching intention, ascension, which is what we're all here to do, to ascend, especially the divine collective, the divine masculine, the divine feminine. That's what it is that we are here to do right now in this time, is to ascend and to learn and to grow and to be one, to be at one within ourselves, to be at one, divine masculine with the divine feminine. But in order to be at one with the divine feminine, you have to be at one within yourself. Okay, the next message is, we got the Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. A lot of earth energy. Spirit, speak to me about the Seven of Pentacles. The Six of Swords, yeah. The Ten of Swords and the Eight of Wands. Okay. So right now, this is the energy I feel that you're already in. The divine masculine is, and this could be the divine masculine within you, divine feminine, watching this. But I feel like this is where you already are. And that is taking inventory. Like, figuring out what it is, like what it really is. Like, what is this? What am I really doing? And the Six of Swords is a card about transition and forward movement. I feel like this is literal moving, and you knowing where it is that you want to go. Knowing what it is that you want with the earth energy here and going after it. Like, and moving forward. Like what I was saying before, the only way out of this is going to be through it. Yeah. So you're going to get muddy. You're going to get wet. You're going to come out with some bruises, some stains, some tears. Um, but those are just battle scars. Those are just battle scars. And you take a break whenever you have to. You take a break when you need to. But right now, you've been doing, and the reason why the tests have been so great and so hard is because of the next phase, like the phase that you're going to be moving into, or the chapter that you're moving into. You want to be ready. Spirit does not want you to have any blind spots. So if it feels like you're being hit from every angle, it's because you are. This is going to be, I'm getting like, this is because you're supposed to be getting ready to fight. Like, you're gearing up for battle. Like, whatever it is that you want, or whatever it is that you feel like you're losing, if you feel like you're losing something, you're not losing anything. Wherever you feel like your limitations are, divine masculine, Spirit is asking you to fight. Like, this is, I want to see how much fight you have. I want to see how much fight you have in you. It's kind of like on Black Panther, where they had to fight. Like, he had to like suit up and show that he was built for the title that he was holding. The Strength card and the Lover's card. Yeah, this is giving me inner strength and a crossroads with the Lover's card here. I feel like divine masculine is at the crossroads. Divine masculine is at the crossroads. And your spirit guides want you to know that this is going to be worth it. I think you know that it's worth it. But it's just hard right now. And because it's taking so much from you. You may have been losing your appetite. You may have lost your appetite this past week, especially. Or if you're a divine feminine who generally is a decent eater, you probably lost your appetite. If you're resonating with this as divine feminine, someone is losing their appetite. Someone has lost their appetite. But that's just a sidebar. But the reason why you've been losing your appetite, or you lost your appetite, is because Spirit just wants you to operate as free as you can, as light on your feet as you can. Like, we are still in Libra season. And everything that is transpiring is about balance. So that's where divine feminine, divine masculine has been getting most of the hits, most of the intuitive hits, most of the heaviness has been about it. The lesson has been about balance in your work-life balance, balance within your relationships, because Libra is about partnerships. So Spirit has been calling attention to our partnerships and the way that it is that we show up in the world. So partnerships and being in balance, harmony with the self, with yourself. Because if you are at war with yourself, fighting demons within yourself, then you are no good to anyone else. So that's what this is about. The crossroads, the Lovers. And not only the Lovers here representing the crossroads, this is representing, for a lot of you, love, your relationships. Like we were talking about before. Divine masculine, you cannot keep, because all the things that you want, the money, the stability, well, you already are on the track to the money. I feel like right now, money is not really a big issue for the divine masculine, because I see a lot of you getting promotions. I see a lot of you like leveling up as far as money goes. But this is the other side of the coin. This is the matters of the heart. This is love. This is the highest frequency, the highest vibration in the Bible. It's the Bible talks about, all the commandments and all the things that we're supposed to be doing here, in this physical body on this earth. But the greatest of the commandments was love. That's the greatest of all, and I do believe that, and that's what this channel is about: love, ascension, and intention. And Spirit is saying, divine masculine, you cannot continue to keep people at a distance or things at a distance, because you do it out of fear and your lack of worthiness, because you don't feel worthy. And that's why Spirit is like, no, here are these tests. I'm gonna make you worthy. You have to be worthy, and you have to know that you're worthy. And that's, again, what this is all about. I want to talk more about the Lover's card and the Strength card. And there is no limitation in love. Love is limitless. Love doesn't have limitations. And there is no lack also in love. Spirit wants me to say. Spirit, talk to me about the Lover's card. Yeah, I keep getting the same card. Yeah, divine masculine. You guys gotta loosen up. Like, there's so much love. Yeah. 5 of Wands. Conflict. 4 Swords. Conflict. A lot of you, I'm hearing Peace of Mind by Lauryn Hill. Like, she's like, he doesn't think it's probable, but I know it's tangible. He doesn't think that he thinks it's impossible, but I know it's possible. Like, I feel like that's where in this 444, as I say this, that's where the divine masculine is right now. And I just want to hear that song. This is our place, right? This is our place. We can do whatever we want. 5 of Wands. This is like one of those things. This is like one of those things, like I said, yeah. The only way out of the jungle is through. But there's so much strength here for you. Like, and the fact that I channel this song, it is one of my favorite songs, but this is just Spirit saying to you, like, everything that you want is on the other side of this hurdle, or this mountain. And I'm not calling you, I'm not doing this to hurt you or to punish you. Like I said, Spirit is doing this. I'm doing this to give you what you want. Like, this may hurt a bit, Yeah, the Emperor. Masculine energy. Okay, I'm going to pull some cards from an oracle deck. This is giving me twin flame energy. Like, that one connection that the divine masculine just cannot forget. Or that one connection that you just cannot forget. The catalyst that brought you here. And usually that's your twin flame or your twin soul. Or this could be a high level soulmate. But The connection, I think we all have those connections that serve as a catalyst for our healing. Or it could be a thing that serves as a catalyst for our healing. But for this, in this particular instance, divine masculine, there's a connection that if you think back, it serves as a catalyst for your healing. Like when I met her, it seems like maybe everything fell apart. Or when I met her, you're being reminded of who you were during that time. Or divine feminine, this could be the divine masculine within inside you. Um, Thinking back on like the connections or the people, places, and things that served like as the catalyst for your healing. I'm sorry, y'all, I gotta change. I can't read with music playing in the back. Okay. So yeah, so the divine masculine, there's a particular connection, or there's a person, place, or a thing that served or that's serving as the catalyst for your healing. And you're being reminded of that place. Yeah, we have the cracked open rose and releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. And this is so significant because as the sun moves into Scorpio, there's going to be a lot more attention called to Scorpio season. Is about the layers and exfoliation. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, and that's the planet of transformation, rebirth, death, and layers. Like a lot of you who have been doing the work, you can expect hidden blessings, like things that have been hit or things that you felt that were hidden from you, because Pluto likes to bury the seeds in the ground. And whatever you thought was hidden, a lot of things are going to be coming to light in Scorpio season. A lot of light is to be shed on in darkness. A lot of things that you had probably forgotten about, or you thought, um, things that were sent to cause you to doubt your intuition, are going to be revealed to you. A lot of you are already ending certain cycles. October 21st is very significant. A lot of you are ending cycles, entering into new cycles, new contracts. This is about releasing. The next couple weeks is going to be about releasing, for one, your attachment to things. And you know what you've been emotionally attached to that just is not serving you. And if you don't, this is the time where you want to be asking spirit, especially if you are in an uncomfortable place. You want to be asking the right questions instead of manifesting money, like a lot of you do. I know you want to be asking spirit um to give you the strength. You want to be asking for things like strength, clarity, to and discernment. That's what this is about. That's what this card is about. That's what this energy is about. And again, two things can be true at once. You can say goodbye to something, because Scorpio season is about death and rebirth. So a lot of things have to die. A lot of things have to end. A lot of cycles are closed or closing. A lot of doors will have to close so that you can see clearly as you walk into the next phase, into the next cycle. So the past isn't calling you. So you aren't tempted by the past or the old systems, the old way that you were doing things. Yeah, what's not aligned or needs to change. Yeah, this is about realignment. Everything and everyone is being realigned. That's what Scorpio season is about. Right now, the lessons, just for the collective, one of the major lessons, one of the major keys is about balance. That's what Libra season is about. Balance within the self, balance um, in partnerships of all kinds, romantic, platonic, work, life, career, um, especially love. You see all the people getting divorces. Everybody is because anything that's not rooted in anything that's not righteous, anything that is not, I want to say real because I don't want to trivialize this, but anything that's not real, anything that's not built on agape love, pure love, real love, that's not based in ego. Everything based in ego is getting ready to be done away with, or is being done away with. We're in it. We're in the thick of it, actually. Yeah, protection. Spirit guides are here as always. Um, they want you to call back. They want you to get familiar, and they want you to get used to calling things back to you. You have to know your power. You have to be able to walk in your power. If you don't know, then you don't have it. Call your money back. I call my money back from my receipts. I call my money back from each place that I send it. Each place where it goes out, I call it back. Anytime I give of myself, I call it back. It's like that TikTok sound. That's like, as long as I get it back, as long as I get it back. A lot of you need to adopt that mentality. Like, as long as I get it back. I'm being called to say, divine masculine, your heart needs to be light as a feather. If you had a question, since the reading started, the answer is no. If you have a question right now regarding your heart, the answer is no. Or not right now. Yeah. Spirit, talk to me about the divine masculine. Well, talk to me about waiting. What are we waiting for or to do? What is it? Speak to me about the inner temple. Yeah. So whatever it is that you want to build on, or that you're desiring for movement in, you don't want it to happen too fast. So Spirit's like, right now you're laying the foundation. That's why it's important. That's why my spirit guides were bringing attention to the divine masculine's heart, like tuning into your heart and knowing when spirit is speaking to you, and knowing because what it is that we're in right now, where we're going, where the energies are shifting to, where the divine masculine, where spirit is bringing you to or leveling you up to, there's not going to be a lot of room for you to be able to doubt yourself or doubt the divine feminine or cause the divine feminine to doubt herself. So the foundation has to be solid. And that's what it is that we're doing now. That's what Spirit was talking about earlier with making you worthy. So I feel like there may be something that you may be like wondering about, or should I do it, or should I go forth now? What should I do? Maybe some type of offer you want to offer the divine feminine, or whatever it is. It's not right now. And I'm being reminded of the Queen of Cups. This is giving me Queen of Cups energy for the divine masculine, and this is about you tuning into being receptive, being open to the way that you feel, and honoring the way that you feel. Like, it's okay to cry. It's okay to be unsure. It's okay to be receptive. Yeah, like this is the energy that I was feeling earlier about how you don't let people get close to you. Okay, I'm gonna do maybe like one last message. Okay, any last messages? And guys, make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel if you fuck with my readings. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Okay, I'm being called not to use the tarot. For some reason the tarot, Spirit wants me to shuffle from here. Okay, any last messages? All right, we got peace and trust. Yeah. Peace and trust here. So the trust card says, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Yeah, you can't make this up. And peace. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. Yeah, so the only way that you're going to ever have what it is that you desire, and I believe that you know this already, is to be able to trust. That is the peace. The peace, it comes from within. So not only do you have to be able to trust other people, you have to be able to trust yourself. And the inner voice that's guiding you, that's Spirit. Spirit doesn't want you to worry about like how it's going to turn out or the success of the thing. Just know that I got you. Just know that just be willing to go where I lead you. And in order to do that, in order to go where I lead you, you need to be able to hear me clearly. So that's what you are going through right now. Yeah, don't doubt the doubt, the judgment, the fear that you're feeling. A lot of the times it's important for you to know that people project that onto you. Sometimes you have to let go of the people that you love. It may be hard. You may have to do it kicking and screaming, but Spirit is emphasizing the fact that there may be something you love or someone that you love that's causing more damage than good. And you may have to love them or it from a distance. Yeah. So we have perseverance and service. And this is just about power and trusting a lot. Can't even talk. The divine masculine has been getting a lot of downloads. You're being upgraded. Crown chakra, like everything that you know is being upgraded. Spirit has been speaking. Your dreams have been wild. And Spirit is working on your heart. Spirit is working on your heart, boy. Like, getting that heart chakra together. I feel good when I can help others. I feel like there's so much love inside of you that you want to give. But you've just been scared. Maybe you don't want to be used. Maybe you had a problem with being used. And the past Spirit is asking you to not be playing the blame game and to just open yourself up to forgiveness. Yeah, that's literally growth. Um, yeah. The way that you see things is changing. Spirit wants to change the way that you see things. And that's what ascension is about. Oneness within the self, and oneness with humanity, oneness with the world around you. And when you're one with yourself, divine masculine, you can be one with your divine feminine. Yeah, that's the only way that you're going to be happy. That's the only way that your heart is going to be full. Spirit is emphasizing patience, and for you to let go of fear, because once you surrender to this process, this will lead you closer to your purpose. Like, you've been brave before. You put yourself in other people's shoes. But Spirit is emphasizing, we have courage here and fear. What I'm feeling with this is, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So there is going to be someone or something that's going to present to you soon, that it's like, oh, damn, this is what I've been looking for. Or maybe it's a friend. So don't romanticize every single connection, because you can meet a woman, you can meet a teacher, you can meet someone that is a soulmate, but not in a romantic way, but still very much sent to help you along, along the journey. Um, yeah, you're gonna be very thankful for this person, but you gotta let your pride. You gotta put your pride aside. You gotta check your ego, and you gotta forgive yourself for things. Forgive yourself for the fear of success, because a lot of you are worried about, what if this doesn't work out? What if this relationship doesn't work out? What if I give my heart to her and she lets me down, or I give my heart to her and I get hurt? That's a part of it. That's the risk. That's the risk that you take in love. That's the only way you're going to get to the things that you want, and the things that you want don't have a price. Don't you know that? That's what all this has been about. Like, we've been through this. Like, you thought that it was about X, Y, and Z, but turns out that what was really most valuable to you were the things that you could not put a price on. We got envy and death here. I feel like this is just spirit working on emphasis on the root chakra. So emphasis on stability, emphasis on, like, I gotta break you down to build you back up. And this is the breakdown right now. Health, self-esteem, and discipline. With these three cards, I feel like spirit, if you have not been honoring your health, like with the way you've been eating, yeah, it could be slowing you down. Like, you may have been having digestive issues and you haven't been sure why. Yeah, it's because of the way that you've been eating, or maybe stress and worry is the reason why. I told you somebody lost their appetite. Probably because you've been so worried. Like, you probably have been feeling so disconnected from God. And you probably have been very guilty, very hard on yourself, because you don't know where you went wrong. This is confirmation. Nowhere. You are exactly where you need to be. And God's like, as soon as you accept that, things will change for you. Also, wash your hands in sea salt. Wash your hands in sea salt. Wash your hands in sea salt. You've been feeling lonely and wondering, and like regretting almost every single decision that you've made up to here. Like, did I go wrong here? Did I go wrong there? I should have just, why didn't I? Spirit's like, no. You are on the right track. And as soon as you accept that, as soon as you're honest with yourself as soon as you admit and take accountability for every single decision, every single choice that you made, you can accept the fact that it was me guiding you to make those choices, because I know the plans that I have for you. And I know where it is that you're supposed to be going. I knew this moment would come. So as soon as you accept that, I know it's been lonely, but as soon as you accept that, you'll be able, things will open up. You'll be able to see. Pay attention to what you've been thinking. So downloads, like just the information or the thoughts that download into your mind, that's divine communication from spirit. Your dreams, I know, have been off the charts. That is divine communication from spirit. Freedom and change, like things are changing. And pretty soon you are going to be living the life of your dreams. I see new friendships. There's a lot of purple here, so a lot of communication. If there's something you need to get off your chest, get it off. If there's something you need to say, if there's something you know that you can say to like change a situation, maybe the way you left things with people, or the way that you like don't leave this job in a bad way. Like you want to like dot all the I's and cross all the T's. Yeah. In communication, mainly divine communication. Spirit's letting you know that I've been communicating with you, but telepathy. So a lot of stuff, you don't even know how you know. That's mental telepathy, and a lot of twin flames have that. So if you are someone channeling, like if you know you're in a twin flame connection, and only you know if you're in a twin flame dynamic, even if you haven't talked to the person in a long time, you still communicate their thoughts. So they still are able to communicate thoughts with you. If you feel like a lot right now, it's because you are. And spirit does not want you to dumb down to fit in. And this is specifically with your friends. You have been doubting the things that you know. They've been projecting fears onto you. And this message keeps coming through with divine masculine. So I'm going to say it every time I get it. Do not dumb down to fit into the circles that you once fit into, because you are not that version of yourself anymore. I think you know that. Spirit knows that, obviously. And that's what they've been trying to communicate to you. That's why things just aren't the vibe anymore. Yeah, like things just aren't the vibe anymore, and you feel it. Don't feel guilty about it. Don't let people make you feel guilty about release any beliefs that are no longer assisting in the growth of your soul, and focus on the lighter things. Focus on the things that have been bringing you joy. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for trusting me. As always, I speak blessings into your life. I speak blessings of peace, positivity, clarity, protection, and divine love. Until next time.